whole team came together to really get the shots of her skiing. And literally we had 6 shots, probably 6 chances over 2 days to get a shot of her skiing is the way it worked out. And the shots were great. And we used the Phantom camera in that situation. And then we also used the camera while she's working out to really show, I think it's what Andrew said about her eyes, really show how focused she is, how dedicated she is, and also just to see her muscles. Lindsay's an incredibly strong woman, and she works at it. She works out 8 hours a day. And so to film her with this camera in that way, it just slows down time, and you really feel, to me, like you're there and you're seeing a different side of her. I think for Andrew and I, that's what's really important, is to show a different side of these athletes, to make this a different type of documentary, so that even people that don't know anything about Lindsey Vonn would love to watch this and get something from it. And the Phantom camera and the use of that camera allowed us to do a lot of that stuff. And like, as I said, it's an extremely hard camera to use, and even downloading files onto a hard drive when it's 10 degrees outside in the snow and it's snowing on you, and all the gear probably that we hiked up the mountain to film probably weighed, I don't know, 200 to 300 pounds. I mean, it was several trips up the mountain. So it was a long day, but we got some unbelievable stuff. And I think for us, the really important thing was to push the envelope with the camera, to use this camera in a documentary way, to capture real life with a camera that's really used mostly in studio settings and sometimes in professional sporting events, but I don't think on the fly as much as we were able to do.
I think another interesting part about being able to use the technology that we do with these cameras is the idea of how you convey speed and power. And I think when you watch an Olympic event, you watch Lindsey Vonn come down the mountain, you're used to seeing her just go, she's barreling like 80 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour, and you see it in real time. They'll slow it down a little bit, but when you really get something close and you see it tight and you see the power she has in real, like hyper slow motion, that's when you really see speed sometimes, or power is when you slow everything down.
Normally, when you're shooting normal speed footage, normal speed running, it would be at 24 frames a second. Like when you watch a movie, and normal action is at 24 frames a second. But what the Phantom camera does is it shoots up to 1,000 frames a second. So you're slowing, that footage down, probably, you're slowing that action down probably, 200, 300 times. You're catching every detail, every eye blink, and every twitch of their muscle. And that's what we did with Lindsay. If you slowed it down in your editing software or in a machine or through an effect, you would be missing all the little details. You would just get a fuzzy blur.
Because you only have 24 times the camera says what, and now the camera says what 1,000 times. So you see motion every,
and it's crisp and it's sharp.
Every instance of it. It's beautiful that way.